The Seedance 2.0 model is out and now available for everyone globally. One of the more exciting use cases that people may not be taking advantage of is creating engaging opening sequences for your video, like this one you're watching right now. Welcome back to the channel Welcome back to the channel where we discuss the creative uses of AI, and I have spent hours, that's putting it mildly, with the Seedance 2.0 model, and it is truly as incredible as everybody says it is. I have a full deep dive video on using reference images with the Seedance model that we just posted over at the OpenArt channel, and I hope you go check that one out. It'll be very helpful to you if you are new to the model. When you combine it with a platform like OpenArt that allows you to use reference images so that you can personalize it on every level, it is an unbeatable tool right now in terms of AI video production. However, today I want to talk about a specific use case you may not have thought of, and that is to use Seedance 2 to create engaging and professional looking opening sequences. Now, I say professional, and I know that there are some motion design professionals out there who are going to go, but for the most part, these things look great to me, and I think most people would accept them as professionally done if they saw them in context. So sometimes when I run across techniques like this, the best way I feel like to show you is my own evolution through it. Now, I use two tools for this. The OpenArt platform, of course, is where I'm running the Seedance model with all of its different abilities to use reference images, reference videos, and reference audios. And good old ChatGPT, you could use the LLM of your choice to help flesh out these prompts in a much easier way. When I first decided to play with the idea of creating a motion graphic sequence, I basically dictated my idea for the video right into the prompt box here with the intention of taking this into Chat to flesh it out properly. But then once it was in here, I thought, well, why not just run it and see what it does? And the topics that I'm playing with for these sequences are videos that I may or may not do videos on, but they're at least a good test of the concept. So I start with a dynamic intro screen with motion graphics that read text-to-speech wars. The subheading is Minimax versus Fish Audio. I want the graphics to be thematically appropriate for text-to-speech, perhaps including a play on the word fish and a visual play on what Minimax might look like. So this is what it gave us with just that prompt. That was pretty doggone impressive, but I thought it could be visually more interesting. So I came to ChatGPT in this case. I said, create a good Seedance prompt for, and then exactly what I had typed before. And then it gave me this. I'm not going to read it all here, but it obviously adds a lot more visual details than I had in my original and should prove to be way more interesting. But I took it a step further and used OpenArt's ability to add reference images into your video and said to incorporate my logo. I left the rest of the prompt completely the same. All I said at the beginning was incorporating, and then I referenced my logo, and this is what we get. Boom, right? That's amazing. So that worked out so well, I thought, well, let me throw a different visual style in there. And I threw this picture in here, which definitely has a specific visual style. The rest of the prompt was exactly the same, and here is the result. I wanted to try the same concept again, so instead of that weird froggy place, I used my studio. So exact same instructions to include the logo in there, except this time we want the visual style of this, and here was our result. So I thought this was great. It definitely pulled the blue and purple theme from this, and it also pulled the fish logo from the OpenArt, which I forgot was on the wall, and that's why that fish showed up there, and it was a little bit confusing, even though we are using fish. See the irony there? I know this is a very similar example, but because I did not intend for that OpenArt logo to be in that original version of the video, I simply redid the prompt with the version of my background that doesn't have it, and then I got this result. And by the way, all this more quiet part where there's just music is the perfect time for a voiceover to happen. So at this point, I'm super impressed and I want to throw a different theme at it. I basically just told Chat to rewrite this with a steampunk theme, which it did. Still incorporating the logo, it gave us this. the keen observer will see that it missed the second I in the word mini, but you get the potential here. And it created this huge metal structure based on the logo. I just love that. So now I wanted to push it a little bit further. So I brought this image here into chat, which is basically an image that I created using Nano Banana 2 from the webpage of OpenArt and told it to turn it into a city, which it did. Then I said, let's do a version that takes the visual theme of this image, but with no reference to any text on the image, because there's a lot of text on this image. It should just be featuring fish audio, and the title of the video will be the Fish Audio API. So here it gives us our prompt, throw all that in there, and this is what we get. Crazy. By the way, as I record these, Seedance is still only available at 720p, but 1080p is coming, and can you imagine what that will do to this type of visual? So it was about this time I got the thought, I have to do a video on this. So let's do some opening sequences about how good Seedance is. So I brought my studio back in here for a visual reference, and I said, let's do one for the Seedance 2 model using elements of what we know about the model, because this whole conversation here is about the Seedance 2 model and how to prompt it good so it knows all of that. The title should be Seedance 2, and the subtitle is It's As Good As They Say, and referring to this image for the style. Here is our prompt, and it gave us this. So again, all that part at the beginning is when I would have some sort of a voiceover talking about what we're going to talk about. Here's just another pass at that same prompt. That's when I realized I don't want the subtitle to be It's As Good As They Say, but instead let's have it say creating opening sequences, because that's what this whole video is about. I mean, the way the music accentuates everything, the use of the sound, it's just top level. So you know how I've been talking about the beginning would be a great time to have voiceover, but then I thought, well, why don't I just use some reference images, tell it what to say, and do the voiceover right here on the screen?
The Seedance 2.0 model is out and now available for everyone globally. One of the more exciting use cases that people may not be taking advantage of is creating engaging opening sequences for your video, like this one you're watching right now.
And we created that prompt the exact same way as all the others. We came over here to chat and said, give me a version of this last one that features a character whose face appears in the lower right-hand corner, and then gave it the script of what to say. This next example is a little different. I veered way off path of just doing the motion graphics and went into using real people. I was kind of hoping for more of a blend of real people and the motion graphics and more illustrative things, but what I told it to do was to create an opening for a lifestyle show about taking care of your plants and animals in your home and looking for a fun montage sequence to open up the video. It created this prompt. I used these two characters that I've created here in the OpenArt platform to replace the man and the woman in the prompt, and then we get this. And think about how you might use this for an opening for a sports program.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the 7th Annual Howard Ball Championships, live from Berlin, Germany. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the 7th Annual Howard Ball Championships, live from Berlin, Germany.
Okay, that's more than enough examples. If you like the idea of motion graphics but have basically no skills in that area, you might try this technique out because, in my opinion, it creates some pretty dazzling results. If these are the types of techniques you like to learn about, well, why not subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, because these are the types of things we like to play with all the time.